It is a very common debate these days that who should pay for the bill. I mean, when you and the girl is there on the date, or in other words, in-person meeting, then who should pay the bill? Well, I think what you boys must understand, it is actually the responsibility of on whose terms and on whose frame the meeting is happening. I mean, if it is you who arrange the meeting with the woman, then I think you should not mind paying also, because it is happening because of you. You invited the girl, and the frame there is that you invited the girl for the meeting, and she agreed to come to sit with you into the meeting because you invited her. So it is happening on your terms. So somewhere the responsibility is yours to pay the bill. If it is happening on the terms of women, when the frame is that the women wanted to be with you in person, she invited you, she called for you for the meeting, then somewhere in this scenario the responsibility lies on the woman. And in some scenarios where you two were together and you two invited each other and happily going for the date with each other, then there you might split the bill. And I think even women won't mind if it is women who is fully into it, and if she wanted to be with you in person, if she wanted to sit with you in person, well, then I think that in today's scenario, when women are making their own money, then I think even women will not mind paying the bill or splitting the bill, because somewhere she knows that the meeting is not happening on the terms of man only. Even I was interested, I agreed, I also arranged, I mean, I also called for it. So in that scenario, I think even women will not mind paying the bill or splitting the bill. So what you need to understand, the bill is on the person who has arranged the meeting and on whose terms the meeting is going on. If it is you who invited the girl and the girl has come on your invitation, then it is your responsibility to pay the bill. If the meeting is going on to the terms of woman, if it is the woman who wanted it and she invited you for it, then obviously the responsibility will be on the woman. And if in a scenario where you both were interested in going out with each other and to be with each other in person, then on that scenario, you both can split the bill. And as far as my experience is concerned, I am telling you today, especially, women do not mind paying, even they do not mind splitting the bill. I have been in many scenarios where women paid the money upfront without me telling them to do it. And in some scenarios, women offer to split the bill without me talking about it to them. But actually, the mistake which many of you boys do, simply maybe because you are feeding lots of information in your brain from internet, that it is a kind of simping when you are paying for the bill, and you should not pay the bill until things have started happening between both of you. See, to an extent, all those things are right, but you must remain in your senses and you must act out of your sensibility in every scenario and situation. Do not be a guy who is very bookish. Do not go only with the rules and regulations which you are reading from books, or maybe you are listening from some coach or guru on the internet. No, to an extent things are good, and many times things are good or right when they are done or when they are in the context. So what you need to understand, that you cannot go with bookish rules everywhere and in every situation. You need to keep on taking decisions and making choices depending on the situation and circumstance you are in, and you need to keep on doing actions on the basis of your sensibility, on the basis of your common sense. So it is very easy to understand, it is very easy for you to understand when the meeting is going on your terms, when it is you who called for the meeting, who arranged the meeting, then of course the responsibility is on you. When the meeting is going on to the terms of the woman, when it is she who arranged it, then obviously it is she who will pay the bill. And when you two were happily agreed on going on a date with each other to meet each other, then in that scenario, you both can split the bill. And I can tell you with my experience that women do not mind paying today. In many scenarios, women paid the money upfront in my case, and in many scenarios, they themselves offered to split the bill. One more important point which I want all of you to know and understand is that if you have anything to say to the woman regarding bill, regarding payment, say it right there, right then on the face of the woman when it actually matters. Because I have seen scenarios where people, I mean the men, pay the bill on the table, but they bring the issue afterwards. Maybe on the phone by texting to the woman about it, that they did not feel good about it, that you did not offer to pay. I mean, the woman did not offer to pay, or the woman did not offer to split the bill. But do not be stupid. If you have paid the bill by your will, by your choice on the table, do not ever bring it into the discussion afterwards when it does not matter. If you have issue paying the bill, talk about it right there, right then to the woman on her face when it matters. If you want her to pay, tell her right there, right then that you pay. And if you want to split the bill, tell her right there, right then on the table, please split the bill. But do not be stupid. Do not act like some loser where you are paying the bill, maybe out of compulsion only, maybe you are not interested for it, but simply because you don't have guts to tell it on the face of the woman. Maybe you are feeling a bit shameful there on the table while talking about shameful to women about talking about money to the woman, but you are bringing the topic afterwards into the discussion, maybe in some other meeting on face, or maybe on phone. Might be you are telling to the woman on the phone afterwards, after the meeting has ended, that you did not feel good that women did not pay the bill. Was do not be this loser, do not be this stupid, because it will definitely portray you as a weak man, a man who cannot speak his words, a man who cannot stand for himself when it actually matters, and a man who does not have guts to express himself to women. Boys, if you are not feeling something good about something, tell it on the face of woman right there, right then when it matters. Do not keep your words to yourself and then bring them into discussion afterwards. This is something women may do because they are feminine. You are not. You are not woman. You are a man. So when the meeting is going on your terms, pay the bill. If you want women to pay the bill, tell her right there, right then on her face when it matters. If you want to split the bill, tell her right there, right then on the table when it matters. Do not keep it in yourself and bring it into discussion afterwards, after many days, maybe when it doesn't matter and when it does not mean anything. You will portray yourself as a loser, an insecure, weak man who cannot express himself to women, who cannot stand for himself, who cannot speak his words. So, know all these rules. And as I always tell you, be men. Start acting out of your masculinity. Start behaving and speaking also out of your masculinity, and keep on taking decisions, making choices on the basis of your sensibility and common sense. Do not be a bookworm. Of course, read books, listen to people like us, know everything, but then have some common sense and sensibility on how to act, behave in situations when you are there. So keep on taking decisions, making choices, and doing actions on the basis of common sense and on the basis of your sanity and sensibility. Do not be bookworm. Learn everything, read everything, know everything, but then keep on acting out of your masculinity on the basis of your common sense.